Monday, November 24th, and we have a fantastic matchup on Monday Night Football between the Panthers and the 49ers, but that's not all. We have a fantastic slate of games as well in the NBA, and in this video, you are going to get my 8 favorite player props on the entire slate. 2 different formats, and on top of that, we're not done there. We have the Sportsbook play of the day. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? The unders, the overs, all of that in this video. So make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're locking in and get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me. We just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
And boys and girls and children over the age of 18, we are on absolute fire. But before we get into any of that at all, I need you to go ahead, smash that like button for me. It's absolutely free, super simple, very easy. Great way to support the channel. Pushes this video out in the algorithm, getting more eyes on so everybody can come eat with us. Do not let them starve on the streets. There is plenty to go around. And if you're new here, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. I drop these free plays every single day, giving away all of the money on the Sportsbook play of the day when I put $100 on it. If there's 200 likes on this video, everyone that likes the video, comments below, goes to YouTube too, down below in the description, and subscribes over there as well, gets a chance to win all of the profits. And today's play is a nice plus money play, so it's guaranteed over $100 of profit going to one of you. We cashed on Sunday night. We swept the Sunday football video, every single play cashed. We had an immense amount of fun watching football on Sunday. We're going to do the same on Monday. But before all of that as well, there's something very, very important that you have to do. Maybe the most important thing in this whole entire video. Go down in the description. Visit my buddy Stan. He'll send you over to the Winnable. You'll get more free plays. You'll get all of my cheat sheets, which we just swept the NBA, winning every single game in the NBA on the NBA cheat sheet for Sunday. We are going to do it again. I'll be dropping all my cheat sheets over there, more free plays. We're going to have so much fun on Monday. Do not miss it. And on top of that, you can lock in these plays and every single play that I give you for absolutely zero of your own money. Just go down below. Stan will hook you up. You'll see it all down there. It'll all make sense if you just go visit him. And rest assured, everything will be all right. Now, what did we do on Sunday? Well, boys and girls, we made over $13,000 in profits. That was if a $1,000 better locked in every single premium play. And that's only 18 bets that I handed out. I actually gave out more than that, like the Rams -6.5, which looks like an absolute hammer play because they are up 31 to, I think, 34 to 7 right now in the third or fourth quarter. I haven't really been watching the game because it's just a snooze fest. It's an absolute blowout. But every other game on Sunday was amazing. We had games going to overtime. I gave you 4 hungry dogs. 2 of those cashed. The other 2 went to overtime and lost by a field goal. So if you took the points, if you did the smart thing, you went 4-0 on those plays like we did. So make sure you're paying attention to the video. Like I said, the recap. We had really 20 bets. We'll probably split the Sunday Night Football ones because Baker did go down. It depends, though. If you locked it in on a DFS app, I think he was injured in time where they will void out that slip. So let's call it 20. Let's say we went 13 for 7. We've already made $13,000 as a $1,000 better. I actually made more than that because I put a little bit more on some of those plays. I cleared $25,000 in profits personally on Sunday, so I am in a great mood. And that is exactly why you can get 80% off the rest of the NFL NBA season pass. It'll be like $18 a month if you finance it through Winnable. It's all over there. There's only a couple slots left, though. So race over and use the code that I'm about to tell you to use so you can get 80% off that package. And the code is EARLY, EARLY, because you're early. We are just heating up. In about a month's time, things are going to be absolute pandemonium. You're going to be so happy you got in early and took advantage and locked in with us now because you're going to be sitting on the sidelines watching these videos And you're going to keep seeing days like this. Why? Because I have an AI system, and I'm not gatekeeping that AI system. So if you don't want to get in and take my knowledge and mix it with the AI like I do and spit out the plays for you guys, then you can just go get the AI, test your luck yourself. It's a great, great tool. I can't say it on here because I don't want anything to happen. As you guys know, I've been getting strikes, blah, 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 on that whole strike issue. We're done talking about it. But get over to Winnable so you can see exactly what AI I'm using. It's out there, and I'm not going to gatekeep it. So make sure you get over there and see what is up with the AI for yourself. And if you want, obviously, the best plays, you mix Ape with the AI, and it's absolutely unstoppable. Look what we did. This was just 2 of the free plays here. We swept the NBA, a nice plus 12-12 on the day. Huge, huge 8-pick parlay win there. We also cashed the 4-man that I gave you in this video. That wasn't a long shot. I gave you guys 3 different 4-mans, 2 of which were long shots. But if you lock those long shots in separately, that you did cash out on Jacoby Brissett and you did cash out on Jahmyr Gibbs. Drake May, my favorite play of the day, over 300 yards. He only got 294 yards, 6 short. I thought he was going to get it there at the end, but Diggs got absolutely clobbered at the end. Speaking of Diggs, he cost us some of those losses. When you saw those 6 losses, were all because of Diggs. I had him on 2 or 3 slips, thought him and Drake May, they were my favorite correlated pairing. I had them paired together, 250 yards for Drake May, 50 yards for Diggs. And then I had Mahomes paired with either Rice or Kelsey. Can't remember, but those all greened out. We went 3 for 4 on that slip. Stephon Diggs, his quarterback gets 294 yards, and he doesn't even muster 50 yards. That was absolutely crazy. Still love that play, but it did not come to fruition exactly how I saw it in my mind. So we did not cash that one, but we cashed all 4 of the official video plays that I gave you guys in yesterday's video. We had Rashee Rice for 6 receptions. He crushed that. Gunnar Helm for 2, Greg Dortch for 3, and Matthew Stafford for 220. In the video, I also gave you Colton Loveland to score a touchdown, and he did just that. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Ape plus AI equals unstoppable, and it is absolutely 100% the truth. We are crushing the books. As you can see here, we had Colston Loveland, 15 receiving yards. Kirk Cousins, who, poor man, I was a big Kirk Cousins fan, but he just does not look the same. We took his under on the day. They're under 207. Then I gave you guys my Hungry Dogs. I did the smart thing for my premium members. I gave them each a touchdown, called it a day, cashed the slip. Shedeur Sanders, right hand up, looked pretty good today. I do think it's super comical that Dion at the end of the game in the post-game presser said that you have to prove that you're a winner by beating champions, blah, 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 blah. Dude, the Raiders are garbage. I get that their coach is a Super Bowl winning head coach, but the Raiders are garbage. Don't get a little too far ahead of yourself. That's the only reason. You guys heard me yesterday. I like Shedeur overall, but I just can't like him because so many people are just on their knees for the dude, and he hasn't done anything yet. Shedeur Sanders I don't even know what to say anymore about that. We're going to skip ahead. But we had Jacoby Brissett here over 300. I told you I loved him for this line. Loved Drake May for 300 too. He got right there, knocked on the door. Saquon Barkley, we had him for 100 rushing yards on that 4-man long shot there, and he wasn't even close either. He was not a factor in that game at all, but we also did have the Cowboys to win, which was absolutely amazing call on my part. Then on this slip, we had 250 from Jacoby. We had 50 from Wilson. We had Dak for 250 and George Pickens, who looks dominant. We had him for 50 yards as well, cashed in the fourth quarter there with 5 minutes remaining. And then over here, that was the free play. We already cashed that one. We are absolutely unstoppable. And that's not even the right word to describe how good we are doing in college basketball, especially the unders and overs. We simply cannot get beat right now. We are on absolute fire. So that's exactly what we cooked up there. We had over 40.5 in the Patriots Bengals game as well. And then just goes on and on. Over 32.5 in the Falcons Saints game, paired with another college basketball over. Then we had Dak over 200 with DeAndre Hopkins for 2+ for a nice plus money play there. Another plus money play, Devontae Smith for 50. Hunter Henry, who we should have paired up with Drake May because it was his favorite target. And I'm the tight end whisperer. I should have known that. but we had Diggs. But either way, on this slip, we had the right guy, Hunter Henry, cashing us out with a plus 115. And then we had the Seahawks, we had the Packers, and Wyoming in basketball minus 6.5. Minus 119 cash there. Another plus money play, plus 128. Mason Taylor, Sam Darnold, easy bucket winner. Then we had Colston Loveland. This was the touchdown play in yesterday's video, plus 295. This was the play that if we had 200 likes, one of you would have gotten that $86 of profit on this play because we had the Chicago Bears minus 2.5. For our video play. Then we had Jahmyr Gibbs over 150 yards for 171, plus 316 there. We had a plus 128. That one was already shown. I tell you what, I take those screenshots and sometimes I double them up. But we absolutely crushed every single thing that we touched. We did have losses. We did. A lot of them were hooks. We had DeAndre Swift for 15 yards on one play. He got 14. We had Drake May for that 300. He got 294. We had Stephon Diggs for 50. He got 20. We had a couple other ones like that as well, but we still went 12 for 6, about to go 13 for 7 if you count the Baker Mayfield injury, and we have profited. If you're a $100 better, you made $1,300. If you're a $10 better, you made $134. Easy buckets. Let's do it again. But before we do anything, we have to get this off our chest. Gambling involves significant risk. There are no guarantees of profit, and you could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, entertainment, and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. All of those resources will be down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the U.S. if you need to reach out and talk to somebody. And that's actually very serious. Do not get addicted to this. You can go down a very, very dark path. Even when you're winning, eventually, especially if you're doing it on your own, you will probably lose your shirt, lose your house. So keep it small, manage your bankroll, don't go too crazy, and everything will be okay. This video may also contain affiliate links. Stan, he's got them all. I do get a commission for those signups. It's a great way to support the channel. And on top of that, you get money where you can lock in these plays without spending any of your own money at all. Great deposit matches, money where you don't even have to deposit your own money at all. Great, great apps working with us to bring you guys the absolute best experience possible. Now, let's get into the plays for Monday Night Football and in the NBA. We got to actually go down here. I dropped it on Winnable already for the gang. This is the NBA play of the day. We got Jaden McDaniels with 3+ assists. We got Julius Randle, 20+ points. Nice correlated pairing there. We absolutely love that pairing. And then down in the Pacers-Pistons game, we got Benedict Mathurin for 18+ points. And on top of that, Pascal Siakam over 10.5 rebounds and assists for us plus 490. If you're locking this in on a DFS app, it's going to be about a 6x play for this 4-man. Great, great payout for you guys. So lock it in. I got a couple I recommend. They're all at the Stan.store. One of them is Sleeper. When you sign up, you don't even have to deposit. You get a free $20. So you can lock that play in for absolutely free. Just go down and visit Stan. He's really got everything that you need down below. Now let's get into the Monday Night Football 4-man, the official video play. Let's cook it up. Let's have a day. And let's talk about it. Player prop number 1 is none other than Christian McCaffrey to go over 99.5 rushing and receiving yards. He's done this in 8 of his last 10 games. He is the focal point of this offense. Brandon Ayuk, where is that dude? Is he still like just moseying on around? I also heard he hasn't been showing up to the meetings, which means it's costing him, because if he doesn't show up to the meetings, then he doesn't get paid, which is very idiotic of him, because all he's got to do is show up. He doesn't even have to play the games to get his paycheck, but he wasn't, so the Niners aren't paying him, which is what I read the other day, and that's pretty bonkers and pretty idiotic of him. But either way, the play here is Christian McCaffrey over 99.5 rushing and receiving. I really don't even think I have to explain to you how good this man is. He's averaging 129.7 yards through the air and on the ground on the season. I think you all know that this man, what he can do. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. He is literally the best player on that 49ers offense. He has carried them through thick and thin. He's brought them to victory, and I don't see that stopping any way, shape, or form on Monday Night Football, even with a blowout, which I do not think this game is going to be a blowout. As you can see from Sunday, a lot of the games were close, even though the odds were like minus 1,000 for the other team. Like, speaking of my New York Giants, who played the Detroit Lions very, very tough, and then once again blew it in the fourth quarter, because that is just what we do this year. But 8 of his last 10. He cruises over 100. The only time he didn't go over 100 yards was versus the Houston Texans, who have the #1 defense in the NFL. And then the other time was an absolute curb stomping from the LA Rams, who are the best team of the West. So we don't see either of that happening against Carolina. And against running backs, they rank 21st in the NFL in rushing yards allowed and 14th to receiving yards allowed. But that receiving yards is a little bit skewed because they haven't faced too many players like Christian McCaffrey. This one's an absolute lock. I like him all the way up to 150 on Monday. So we're going to take this one and run with it. Over 99.5 rushing and receiving yards for CMC. And next, we got Tatoria McMillan of the Carolina Panthers, who's been on an absolute tear as of late, playing very, very good football. And we're taking him here for over 49.5 yards. His normal line is set at like 63.5, which I do like. But we like to play it a little bit safer here on the channel. We like to green out. So we're taking him for 49.5. He's going up against a pretty good 49ers defense, but they do have a ton of holes, and they allow a lot of receiving yards. They are 26th in the league in the NFL in that category. And on top of that, McMillan, 6 of his last 10, going over this line, averaging 68 yards on the season as well. He is the #1 option for a young Bryce Young, and we love him to do it again on Monday. Like I said, I think the Carolina Panthers are going to keep this game pretty close. I think it's going to be a little bit surprising. I don't think that this game is going to be a blowout like Sunday Night Football was. I think it's going to be more like the earlier slate in the NFL on Sunday. I absolutely love this matchup, to be honest with you. Carolina Panthers are a very, very shocking and surprising team this year. Everybody counted them out, and they're getting the last laugh. And I do think they're going to play very tough. Whether they win or lose, I don't know. But we love Tatoria McMillan to have a game, and we're taking this one all day long over 49.5 receiving yards. And next, a guy that's become a little bit of an afterthought in this offense, Chuba Hubbard, over 9.5 rushing yards. He's done this in 10 of his last 10 games. Even with Rico Dowdle taking all the carries, he's still averaging 48.6. Granted, most of those yards came from earlier on, especially last season there. As you can see, that's factoring into this 10 out of 10, I do believe. So if we knock it down to his last 5, he's averaging 23.4, which is more back down to earth for what he's doing this year, with Rico Dowdle taking away all of those carries from him, because Rico Dowdle is an absolute machine. We do like him on Monday as well, but I just love this line for Chuba Hubbard. 9.5 feels absolutely too easy. I like him for up to 15, if not 20 in this matchup. The San Francisco 49ers, 14th in the league in rushing yards allowed. They're 14th in the league versus the running backs as well in this category. He's gotten 21, 14, 17, 34, 31. He's 5 for 5 in his last 5. This line is simply too low. I know he's the backup, but Rico Dowdle can't do it all. He gets tired. He's a human, and we're going to take Chuba Hubbard to do maybe 4 to 5 carries, getting 3 to 4 yards at a pop, getting about 20 yards in this game, doubling up what we need. 9.5 is too low. We're taking Chuba Hubbard over 9.5 rushing yards. And last but not least, Xavier Legette, Big Country. We're taking it for over 1.5 receptions in this matchup. The Niners are 31st in the entire NFL in receptions allowed. We love Xavier Legette. We think that Bryce Young's going to have to pass the ball a ton in this game. They're going to have to run the ball a ton in this game. They're going to have to do a ton in this game to keep up with the San Francisco 49ers. And we already talked about them keeping up. We absolutely love that for this game on Monday. And we love Xavier Legette. I think he's going to get 3 to 4, maybe 5 receptions in this game. As you can see, he's done this in 7 of his last 10. He's averaging 2.7 on the year. He's gotten a couple bad games here where they got beat by the New Orleans Saints. They got beat by the Green Bay Packers. They got beat by the Arizona Cardinals. But I do think they'll probably get beat again. But I think he's still going to go over this line. 1.5 is criminally low. Xavier Legette, like I said, averaging 2.7 I would take this line up to 3.5. It'd be get a little bit riskier there. I would take it at like plus money, but we love it at over 1.5. He's still a factor in this offense. He is a bit of an afterthought compared to Torrey McMillan, but he's still there. And we absolutely love him on Monday to be on the outside, catching a couple deep balls. And I think he's going to be a big factor in this game, even though I do think he only gets 3 to 4 receptions. But I like him to go over this line. So we're taking Xavier Legette over 1.5 receptions. Let's sweep again. And you can cash this in for absolutely free. There's tons of options. Stan's got them all. You can play $5 and get $50 with code FF8 on Prizepicks. You can get a free $25 just for signing up. No deposit required when you use code FTMCOX, C-O-C-K-S. I had to spell it for you. FTMCOX on Dabble, free $25, no deposit required. And then the last one, the best one, in my opinion, Sleeper. You sign up, you get your free $20, and you get a $100 deposit match when you use code FF8. All three of those and all so many more down below in Stan, down below with Stan, down below with Stan. You sign up for any of those, you deposit, you send me the screenshot, and you get a free 30 days of premium. So if you want to see what we're doing, you see all those winning slips, and you don't even want to pay for it, you just want to see what's up, sign up for one of these apps, get some free money, and get a free 30 days of premium per sign up. That's like 6 months that you could get potentially if you don't have any of those apps and you sign up with the codes provided and all of that down in the Stan.store. Now let's talk about the Sportsbook play of the day. If you want to know my favorite player to score a touchdown, I'll tell you here. I was going to make you go to Winnable. It is Christian McCaffrey. I mean, duh. So let's talk about the sports books. If you want my two-man, though, you will have to go to Winnable. I'll have my favorite 2 players to score a touchdown over on Winnable for absolutely free for you guys. So get on over there, join the gang. It's free. So join it, get it, and come win with us. Now let's go over to the sportsbook side of things. Let's talk about the winners, the losers, the unders, the overs, everything we cooked up for this plus money play. Where if this video gets 200 likes, one of you watching that comments below goes over to YouTube, subscribes, comes back, gets some money. 200 likes. Let's talk. And man, oh man, Teddy Bridgewater probably wishes he was back to coaching high school football right about now. He's getting absolutely murdered out there. But anyway, back to our regularly scheduled program here. We can lock this play in for absolutely free as well. And if you don't have a sports book, if you live in a state where you don't think you can get a sports book, you can. Onyx Odds, you deposit $10, you get $100 when you sign up with code FF8. On top of that, you get $15 without even depositing. So tons of way to get free money and lock this in without spending your own money. It's a no-brainer. You can lock these plays in and not come out of pocket at all. And what are we playing? Well, we have the over alternate total in the Panthers 49ers game on Monday Night Football. We're taking it over 44.5. This one was actually an AI alert. They liked it at 47.5. We bumped it down a little bit by about a field goal there. 44.5. We love that play. And then we got the Niners to win. I do think the Panthers might cover that spread, though. So be wary of that. This might be a little bit of a sweat, even though we have a minus 420 line on this parlay. And then the over in the Mavericks Heat game, over 227.5 points in that matchup. I think there's going to be tons of points scored. So we're mashing that all together for a nice plus 132, which means that one of you that comments and likes this video, when it gets to 200 likes, gets $132 just for watching, just for supporting, and just for being part of the team. So thank you, guys. That's what we got for Monday. Let's go. Let's cash some bets. I hope you win every single slip you put in, even if you didn't get it from me. I appreciate every single one of you, even the guys all the way down to the free members. I love and want to help every single one of you. I'm sorry I don't get back to your text messages right away. I have a ton of text messages. It's hard to keep up with. It's just me. I might have to hire an assistant pretty soon, but keep sending them over. It is me. This is the phone right here. It's me. Okay. So send it on over and I'll respond when I can. I apologize for any delays in that at all. But the quickest and easiest way is just to get over to Winnable. There's that free Discord as well. You can reach out on there. I tend to check that one a little bit sooner because I do have 2 phones, right? I have my personal phone so that I don't miss my wife's phone calls when you guys are all hitting me up. And then I have the business phone so I can get in touch with you guys and talk to you guys one-on-one. So bear with me if I am slow to respond. It's, like I said, just me, and I get hundreds of text messages a day. That does not go to say that I don't want to talk to you guys. Don't feel free, seriously, to reach out. I'll try to give you guys as much guidance as I can on there without overstepping into the premium side of things. If it's a premium play, I'm simply not going to answer. But if it's just like, hey, who do you think is going to be the first touchdown scorer? I got a guy that asks me that like every day. I don't mind. I'll tell you. The one time I did answer him on time, it actually did cash. So that was a great feeling. I love helping you guys make money. With all that being said, that's what we have for Monday night. We'll be back on Tuesday. We got NBA, NHL. We got Wednesday, and then Thanksgiving. A beautiful day of football for Thanksgiving. We'll be here. We won't miss a beat. So come on back. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in that next free play video.